3 days. I still don't have my selfie sticks. This is the way it's gonna be. Yeah, good to live to see another day. Bless the Lord. Bless the Lord. I know. I shouldn't be doing a lot of stuff like midnight cyber warfare. You know, I kind of I don't know if you ever done that. You try to restrain yourself, and plus, I'm a public figure. What did I say? Public figure. Yeah, just annoyance. People like have no names. They like try to irk you. When I say irk you, meaning irking me by placing these really insulting, very low life comments. I mean, you know, if you meet them in person, they might be all nicey. Oh, how you doing, huh? But on the internet, it's like, fuck you this, and you know, you're a piece of shit and all that. And I'm guilty of it. Because I saw this Dawkov video, I guess when I say subscribe to Grindall, Grindall 61, he has a lot of good stuff. Of course, it concerns me because I live in this apostasy, California. This place is diabolically controlled, and that's going to change by these evil Democrats who just fleecing us. So the DACA thing, the Dreamer thing, again, I don't know who are these so-called the Dreamers. I got to cover up a little bit. I'm wearing yellow on my Patriots hat because our game is on, and I'm guilty. I'm sorry for distracting from the subject. That SGB Global tried to tempt me with some kind of 100% bonus matching. Oops! Oh, you said it, 100% matching bonus, but you know, there's all kinds of strings attached. So I was laboring all day and trying to get that money and then to get the double bonus, but there's just so many trickery. You may never see your money because it's offshore. I mean, if you don't lose them all, so might as well put it all like, here's all, take all. Because otherwise you have to like roll over, so-called roll over 2-3 times, and they make it so complicated. For example, if you put in like $300, they'll match it to $300. Of course, this is all on paper. When I say on paper, it's all cyber. When things are cyber, you may never see a real dime in your real life. And then it'll take like, you know, 5-6 times to roll over, meaning you have to like play that money maybe up to 15, like, you know, if you put in okay, 300, 36, that's 600 times 3 means $1,800. That means if you're if you still have money by the time that $1,800 supposedly be met before you can withdraw that money. All right, so it's a big scam. But I'm going for it. It's just I can't afford it. So DACA is a Dreamer thing. I mean, sounds good. Like these dreamers, you're dashing their dreams. Well, your dreams are my nightmares. I want you to know that, Dreamer. You fuckers. Of course, I'll be sad too. I mean, I see the video, then cry. Speaking Spanish. It really turns me off. And I did make this comment on the video. When I went to Mexico, I mean, they are, trust me, they're very discriminating people. Then they're saying we're racist. They're the most racist people. I do not speak a word of Spanish, so they snicker at me. Then they treat me very badly, ashamedly. And the bad thing happening now in California, if you don't speak Spanish, they snicker at you too. I got like Guatemalan and people from all this South America and Central America look at me like I'm some kind of a foreigner dumbass. I mean, you know, hey, a girl, you know, we gotta put our foot down. Like, your dream is my nightmare. We're not paying for this shit. I know teachers in school, in fact, that, you know, that there's so much money. Where did they get all these, paying all these tutors, special ed? They have actually more money allocated to these so-called illegal people. Seriously, if you're here, you don't get these benefits because they have dispatch translators in schools. They have special center. This is really, it's upside down. This world is crazy. It's just like LAX. You have an Islamic tax dollars. A little. Someone told me a prayer sanctuary for Muslims. Hello. If I want to talk to Jesus, I don't get a taxpayer funded little a so-called prayer chapel or whatever, oh sure, ACLU will sue the crap out of me, right? If I want to have a little prayer thing. I probably won't be able to do a prayer thing in the lobby of the LAX, but imagine that LAX is funding with tax dollars of some Islamic Muslim prayer room. And I said, if that is not diabolical, my friend Paul Warren told me the word diabolical means it's from the devil. Then I don't know what it is. So sweating now because it's so hot. So the Dreamer is my nightmare because they hiring these tutors. They said, well, it's going to be $400 billion, all right, for these 800,000 people. What about our children, people that are here already? Take care of the people that are here. You know, just keep borrowing money. And then this didn't come from me. I heard last night, I was like, oh my God, you know, I got to sign off the cyberspace shit. You know, I don't behave nicely. I'm like, you know, using F words and F you and F that, and all that kind of stuff. And I just go, this is cyber bullcrap. Really, I don't need it. We gotta, like, you know, really get it together here. I did hear what Savage, so this is not from me. When he said, I didn't hear what Donald Trump said. But then when I heard the replay of the audio of what Donald Trump said, I go, oh shit, this is crappy. Because after he fired Steve Bannon, I'm talking about Donald Trump, President Trump now, seemed like all these promises were supposed to be like, one of us, for the people, reduce the government. And that's why we sent him there. But then he came out, he said it himself, I don't have the audio tape, but he said it, that he had a good meeting with who? Nancy Pelosi, the freaking traitor, and Chuck Schumer. Oh my God, I'm just like, this is abominable, all right? Because they agreed, he's happy to raise the debt ceiling. I don't care what you say. If you live in a household and you keep borrowing from credit card from whoever else, one day it's gonna crack. So how can we keep raising the debt ceiling? We can't even afford to pay the fucking debt or the interest. More than 50% of the whole national GDP, whatever it is, that's income. Income they collect from you, IRS. Money they flees from taxpayers goes to paying just the interest of the money we're borrowing. So one day they're gonna say, hey, where's the cash? You know, we don't take IOU anymore. I'm talking about China shipping the containers. I mean, hey, you know, I'm guilty. My people, Chinese people, we're guilty shipping us all these cheap goods. But oh my God, they're so cheap. What can I do? I just have to have one of those cheapy. Right now, I'm waiting for them to send it to me. So that's what I'm saying. My cheapy selfie stick. Where is this money gonna come from? Borrowing more money? That's not what we want. We're already in such a great debt. And I don't think you can comprehend it. You go, oh, this is heartless. The freaking liberals always use that excuse. People are gonna die. Children, these are DACA are children of dreamers. Of course they're dreamers. They're building my nightmares, all right? I cannot sleep at night because, you know, this is the fact that we are borrowing money to pay for these illegals to get their education, special aid, special meals, translators, food stamps. Why do you think they're crying? I would be crying too if I'm freeloading to the max. And you know, until you change your thinking, they said like Microsoft and all these companies, they love these so-called dreamers. They love illegal people because they say they can get them for a cheap price. But you know, they don't think about what's gonna happen down the road. I hate to make an analogy. As slavery, it's not better than slavery. But one day they're gonna say, hey, we're not gonna be enslaved no more because we're here low enough. Then we're gonna start collecting and get on your backs and, you know, start whipping you until you paid us our food stamps. You know, I'm sorry, it's EBT now. I don't even know what that stands for. So they have to get a little credit cards instead of tearing out the real food stamp. Remember the old days they used to go to the cashier to pay for their foods or whatever. Now they can just use the EBT cards. There, a lot of people, they're just shady. They will trade them for liquor and all that kind of stuff. So drugs and marijuana. I'm just saying, if we did not have this big monstrous welfare, government funded welfare, social security or whatever, hey, I said yes, it's part of the system. This everybody knows, and then they come with the intention, whether they come now humbly, oh, just like North Korea, oh, we're not going to use the nuclear power, give us please. And Bill Clinton gave him billions of dollars with Marilyn Albright. I don't know if you remember that. That's why we got this disaster that Donald Trump is handling. Oh, we're just going to do nuclear power, give him billions of dollars. The same thing, we're going to have a war with Iran, billions of dollars. No, I'm serious. $145 billion cash. And that was like because they hijacked our sailors. So for hostage, blackmailed us. And Obama, you gave him money. I don't know where he got all these cash. Of course, that they were, in airplane loads, and they were dropping like right and left like leaflets, and Iranians, the mullahs are all happy. Of course, they like Obama because he's bringing in all these freeloaders in the name of I don't know, cheap labor or whatever. And of course, they like it. The corporation, they like it. But this has to stop. Now, if you say we don't have enough money because of this Harvey or what's to come, this Irwin thing, I rebuke that. Oh my God, it's like we had enough. So with this Hurricane Harvey, you'll be surprised at a lot of private donations. I mean, I personally don't, I can't donate that much, but whatever I can donate. And I know, was Tom Brady or, who donated $1 million? Oh no, the Texan guy, he's the defensive guy. So I can't think of a name right now. This is the way it is. I can't think of a name last minute because the football game is starting pretty soon. But Google has to pay up. So is Microsoft. So is Facebook. Because I learned that they do not pay the regular rate, the 39%. And I don't know how to get away with it. Why don't Donald Trump bust them and say, hey, pay up whatever the money you're hiding offshore? So this is what I also learned. You think that Zuckerberg and all these people, that you think that they say they're worth $50 billion, billions of dollars. Do you think that he actually paid taxes out of that? No, he doesn't. Those money, they get a small salary. This is how they do it. So, when they get like maybe a couple $100,000, the CEO or whatever the title is, but the money is in corporations parked offshore, not taxable. And that's one way. If you want to pay for Harvey, you want to pay for all these your dreamer stuff, well then we get executive order, half 50% of what you owe us from your offshore, from Google, YouTube, and the money they confiscated from content providers such as myself. I'm not the only one. There's a lot of people that I've never seen a dime, and they're like, oh my God, maybe I mistakenly, someone wrote me, maybe you clicked your own ads, your sponsor ads. That's bullshit. Trust me, they do not give them money back, and then they keep, the advertisers' dollars, and they just lie to you. YouTube just lie and say, well, now it's across the board. They persecute people like me, conservative, kind of little, I guess, half-ass sexy or want to be or whatever, New England Patriots fan. Of course, they don't like me, but it's not just that. They in fact, confiscate a lot of so-called upload videos, content providers, clicks, because you have no way to verify. When they suddenly shut you down, you don't know where that money went. And you say, well, I'm supposed to get 60-40 of every click because they have display ads or whatever. They have the running ads, they have a click, there's all kinds of ads which they charge a different amount of money, and up to $2 for the advertisers, and they don't know. It just, they have an account there and it's sucked out of their account that's linked with their credit cards or their bank accounts. But then YouTube do not give account, they don't have to. So somebody up there is taking some bribery money. I don't know who they are, but I say that Jeff Sessions ought to need to investigate this YouTube and Google. You know, I don't give a rat's ass. You know what? I'm not gonna see a dime, so I don't give a rat's ass. But so make up your minds already. People are like writing me like, oh, you gotta be nice to them. You gotta do this. You gotta do that. No. You're deceived. You are deceived. If you see your account like, you know, so far accrued like. Last time it was like $3.30, and then it went down to $1. That means they're draining it somehow, and you won't get a check. They say they're not going to issue a check, and they wait months and months and months, even after you accrued $100. And besides, if they say they find fault with your account, they can confiscate that money. So you say a little bit is nothing, but that just show you that Google, that also bought off, got YouTube, is a monopoly. Not only that, antitrust, and should be investigated under the RICO law. I don't know how to get away with this shit. Somebody is taking, you know, dirty money somewhere. There's dirty laundry there. So again, I call Donald Trump to send the executive order. These companies that are parking offshore right now, 50% of what their offshore account. And that would pay for this $7 billion that's earmarked now for Harvey. So that's why he said that to, like, you know, I have a great meeting with Nancy. Do not have a fucking great meeting with Nancy Pelosi. And do not Chuck Schumer, the slime balls. I can't believe that. He's like, you know, pleasantries or whatever. And someone says that this is a Donald Trump chess match and he's a quadruple checker, you know, checkmate, and no. He's deceived, and don't be deceived. We do not send him to the White House to make friends with Nancy Pelosi. All right, we did not send you to say, oh, all of a sudden I'm gonna kick this DACA thing. You know, if these people don't leave, I'm just telling you, we're fed up. We're gonna have a revolt. This country is at the boiling point that we're gonna have a revolt. We just can't take it anymore. I mean, look at California. It's nothing. I told you before. All these people, they're supposedly, they're good workers. They pay their taxes. They're working in the fields, and people don't want to work. And you should see the slum, and then the deficit, the problem, the disease, and now if you've seen some of the Grindal video, they're waving, they're actually erecting Mexican flags. And they are proclaiming they want to take California as part of Mexico. Well, if that's the case, if that's what you're proclaiming, do not take any of the welfare. They're probably, doing the Medi-Cal. And, like I said, people that came here, they do not speak a word of English. And then they realize somebody can say, well, you can get a translator. That's tax dollar paid for. Who's paying for the translator? So we're paying for the translator to tell them how to fleece us, how to rob us. And you have no control, no say, because that's why the Democrats they're rigging this whole thing. And that's why this is a runaway train. Every Democrat, every district in California is run by Democrats, owned by the Democrats, except for a few places in up north. And trust me, they're fed up too. And in Orange County, that's why I say, I mean, what can I do? I move to Orange County? I don't know. The taxes they raise is across the board, and once they're emboldened, they raise more taxes because they need to pay for this Medi-Cal, because now the lady won't do like cheap labor anymore because they're getting so much so-called the government assistance. And DI, what is this that Social Security has this disability? I mean, these are like meth loonies and taking disability. Anyway, so this is what I came away with from yesterday, and game is starting. Of course, I'm gung-ho about Patriots. What should I do? I don't know the line, but I think I'm gonna take Patriots straight up. I know the fact is that we lost Julian Edelman. This is very disheartening. But, you know, we know about Alex Smith. I know he's really not a long bomber, a downfield thrower. I hate to use that word, thrower. So Travis Kelce is who we have to watch out for, just because I really think that the Patriots secondary, we're just not that cohesive. I know it doesn't sound very positive. I'm always be very reserved about the New England Patriots. I mean, I don't want to be overly zealous. I used to sing a lot of rap songs, and some bitch on YouTube called Yenny actually shut me down because of course I was doing half-ass naked and stuff like that. Hey, this is the how I am. I lived in Hawaii. I like the surfing. It's more. Take it or leave it. So my prediction, of course, my biggest concern is Gronkowski stay healthy. Please, gonna ask Coach Belichick when there's the point after, take him out of the lineup. Because remember they busted his arm. I couldn't believe it. A whole season lost for a stupid point after. And don't jump. All right, if it's the point after or whatever. I think it was just like getting up there to block. It just shows you how volatile football is. But should I take the points or not, or should I take straight up? Because if I take them straight up, it's nothing. Patriots straight up against the Kansas City Chiefs. What did I say? Chiefs. I said Chiefs. Or at least there was another commercial. Kansas City Chef. What you gonna make for me, chefery? Oh, we're gonna have some boiled Alex Smith and I guess I hate to say that Reeves. Anyways, he ought to retire. But of course, people can talk bad about the coaches or whatever. What's Bill Belichick gonna do? I warn you cautiously. Let's not put Bill Belichick on the level of God, because somebody in the bar it was just screaming at me. I mean, I didn't say anything negative, but he was screaming. He said, you can give Bill Belichick a high school kid and he will make him go out and catch football from Tom Brady. So I'm cautiously optimistic, but I'm against, I hate to say, my ex-husband was like that too. I'm against that kind of really nonsense, over enthusiasm, and not think about really it's flesh and against flesh. So with that said, I'm gonna take the Patriots with the points, whatever it is. I think it's gonna change game time, probably 3 or something, which is bogus because 2.5 or 3. I mean, what can you get the half points? It's really bogus when I have half points. That means that we have to, the Patriots has to win by more than a field goal, because there's no 2.5. Might as well you just say 4. Well, 4 would be bogus. Then you have to win by a touchdown. But I would say by a field goal, yes. So the Pats plus 3. That's it. Mark my word. And don't cyberbully me. Got it?